Hey, for real, happy Memorial Day, but I hate to piss on your parade, but our country's a piece of shit now, and everybody here owes $100,000 to the federal government for some reason. So I hope you military folks realize that everything you have fought for is going down the fucking shithole because our government doesn't care, because a few thousand people in Washington, D.C. created policies to put every single person in this country over $100,000 in debt. That's Congress and all their peons. Oh yeah, here's a bunch of other dumb shit that I just recorded when I begged at the American Bar Association right out front, a few blocks from the White House, and I barely got anything at all, so I'm going back to where I stay at to eat rice and beans and think about how much the federal government sucks ass and has fucked over our people and has fucked over the entire planet, and how this country was started by genocide, slavery, murder, deception, theft, and rape. And let's just wrap it up with a fucking trail of tears. So remember, all you crackers, that everybody didn't join the military to become more white or to make it more white. Happy Memorial Day. And here's a bunch of other stuff I complain about. Ready? So I'm out here begging on Memorial Day. I've been out here about 2 hours and I got $5 from two young ladies who look like they were in high school. All the adults don't ever seem to want to assist. And I look at how evil the United States is, and you have to remember that the United States helped funnel the rise and fuel the rise financially of the Nazis in Germany. So I wonder how many aid packages we sent to Germany before Hitler actually took over. How many aid packages did the United States send to South Africa before we decided to end that dumbass shit? And how many more aid packages is the United States going to still send to Israel? It's all equal, and the United States is the root. I had a gym teacher in high school who said if you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. The solution for me is I need some fucking food. I need food, I need money, I need cannabis, which is my medication. That's the solution. The problem is that the United States of America doesn't like help suffering people, and in fact they like to give money to countries that hurt suffering people, such as Israel. So, can someone help me? I think I just figured out why I'm not getting any money when I beg here, barely at all ever. Because I'm in front of the American Bar Association, and that's like the most international, biggest organization of fucking illegal shit in the world. They put people in prison all the time for life for doing nothing, the American Bar Association. They have a system based upon putting black people in prison for the crimes that white people do, the American Bar Association. And oh yeah, I'm magic, and they can hear all the thoughts I think about how much they suck ass and how I'd like to fucking end their way of life of putting people in prison who didn't do any crimes. Oh, that's why I don't get help. Washington, D.C. and all these people like the lawyers, not me. So I don't know about you all, but I grew up in the suburbs here of Washington, D.C. in Fairfax County. And I've been homeless specifically just here in D.C., but I was homeless before that, but for 3 years. And I'll tell you what, I was elected to be the student class high school speaker of South Lake's class of 1990. And guess what? All those people would rather buy a nice bottle of wine than buy their old class superstar a meal. And they'd rather do that every single night of the year, buy a bottle of wine than help me. Are you an American? If you are, that's your attitude. So it was this dream I had, right? And it was a military coup. And they're explaining it to me, and they were like, well, it's not just about ending the government, it's also about ending the businesses and the families of the businesses, the big CEOs. They say, well, how can you run a society if the big companies fail and the government fails? And you say, how can you run a society where the big companies and the government create suffering worldwide and murder people and continue slavery and continue all the evil shit that the United States of America founded, just like Israel, just like South Africa? Shall I continue? No, I won't. No one cares, except for a few like me. Hey, by the way, did you know why they call it a gentleman's club? Because their products are human beings and they don't want you to damage the products, because then they can get less money for their human beings when they buy and sell them for the hours that they do. You know, human escorts or sex workers. And they're called gentlemen's clubs because they want the men to be gentle with their products and not damage them. And don't worry, there's lots of gentle ladies clubs in DC now too. But the thing is, like, that's what I guess call girls are for. If you really want to damage somebody, you just buy one that comes to you. Anyways, fuck you all. It's called slavery. And I'm here to stop it and end it worldwide and protect everyone. You know, honestly, I wish the Pentagon would just give the order on all these fucking pencil pushers who think our families should all pay $100,000 each to the federal government. I wish the Pentagon would just say, fuck it. We're sick of these fucking slave owners. We're sick of these murderers. We're sick of this fake judiciary. And we're sick of these rich people buying and selling our brothers from all over the planet. And I wish the Pentagon would just give the fucking order. Please. Because if the government is not going to help us, as in the pencil pushing dick bags, I wish the fucking military would. And that's really the only answer I see right now. You know, I got it wrong. Not everyone's evil, because one person gave me $5 and then another person gave me $5. Of course, it took about 2.5 hours. So maybe if I sit here another hour and a half, I'll get another $5. And out of the hundreds that walk by, there'll be 3 people who have compassion for suffering people. And this is a slow day. It's Memorial Day. On busy days, thousands of people walk by. Sometimes thousands of people walk by, and I sit here for 6 hours and I get like $3. That's the United States attitude. This is where the lawyers are, the American Bar Association in this building. They fucking run the lawyers for the United States of America and the judiciary. And if their opinion is don't help the fucking bums out front, the people that need help, imagine the people that are in other parts of the country And let's not forget, we are the United States of America. We are the biggest evil power in the world, okay? We founded Israel. People from this country founded Israel and founded South Africa and quite frankly founded Nazi Germany. And so when you don't help and you choose your side. And it's worldwide. The United States has been fucking the world over as long as it possibly could. Since it was founded, since before it was founded, since before its inception. In fact, they figured it out ahead of time and started the United States with the whole mindset ahead of time involved. You don't have to cross over from Russia to Alaska. You just ride your horse over the top of the planet. Hey, scientists, you got that one wrong too, you bunch of fucking morons. And since you've been putting all our children on party drugs and calling it medication, fuck the American Medical Association as well. And that's reality. That's reality. And if you don't think it's reality, you'd probably like to play video games, order people to your house to have sex with them and pay them, and you probably take a lot of pharmaceutical drugs or other drugs, and you probably have a lot of money. You're probably one of those people actually that got that free $350,000 when we bailed out the country, except for really we just put everybody $34 trillion in debt in the United States, while basically a bunch of rich people got way, way richer. You know how they made the cost of building supplies go up 400%? So a 2x4 that used to cost $1 now costs $4. Well, imagine all their bank accounts doing the same fucking thing, while the rest of us can't even barely get by with a single job. You have to have 2 jobs, let alone 3 or 4 jobs if you want to have a family in the United States of America and pay your rent, actually. And if you used to own a house and you don't own one anymore, guess what? All these rich people and all these lawyers, they all each own like 10 houses or 100 houses. Or they founded companies that own that many houses. Hey, by the way, you know those changes in the Bible and the change in the Quran worldwide last year and the year before, 2022 and 2023? That was me. I'm also the one who made the sands of time black and flipped it over. There's no more white sands of time. And to you people who took my art and bought it saying you're trying to help me, but really just using your magicianal powers to know when to get my art, so in the future your children can have something that's valuable, I've spoken to the Sandman. And he said I can get it back from you. So before you die, it will be taken from you magically. And you know what you did. And unless you make it right, that's going to happen.